Here we go. Just a re-demo. Here's what you want to do. Take them, flatten them out. You're all going to do this. Take your fingers like this. Just see how I'm just using the tips of my fingers and I'm just rolling it down like so?
To the right, that's illegal.
Then push it down, give it some pressure. Okay, start with one hand and then roll it out nice and evenly with the other.
Why do you do that little crimp instead of just taking it?
It makes it look it's a lot neater looking this way. If I just did this from the center out, it doesn't look nice and neat, it's not as tight. The key is to try to get as much carbon dioxide and alcohol out as possible so it has a chance to grow even better. The tighter the better. Find it out, flip it over. See, by doing this, there goes a lot more of that CO2 and alcohol that's built up. Start in the center and begin to roll out. All should be really nice and even, so you don't have a fat center and or like really thin ends, which tends to happen. You can hear the air bubbles popping as I did that. That's why you're doing it. Okay. Alright, so then take all 5. Bring them together up top. Make sure they're spread up out and give yourself some room with them. Pat it out to seal it together. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is, for some reason everyone grabs this one as being 2. I don't know why. But this is 2, and the 2 is going to go over the 3. Go nice and slowly, there's no rush. Just really try to work on getting this nice and even. Don't pull them as you go, because then you'll end up with a really long hollow, which you don't want. You want it thin up here, thin down here, and nice and fat in the middle. And the 5 is going to go in between the 1 and the 2. So 5 over the 2, and then the 1 is going to go in between the 3 and the 4. So 1 over 3. And then you repeat. 2 over 3. I'm just picking them up, I'm not stretching it. 5 over 2. 1 over 3. 2 over 3. Now, see how nice and tight I'm keeping them? It makes it look nicer. 2 over 3. 1 over 3. Yeah, but the thing is, it's staying tight. I'm not stretching it out. I'm not just loosely doing it. 2 over 3. See? 5 over 2. 1 over 3. 2 over 3. 5 over 2. 1 over 3. When you get to the point where you can't do any more, take all of them and bring them together. And I always take it, and this is sort of my way of making it look really nice. You taper the ends, just push on the ends just slightly so they're pointy, and then tuck them under so it evens it out, makes it look really nice, and I roll the whole thing gently so that it keeps it nice and even. That is about how long yours should be. Some people have them like this, and I don't know why. It's because you're pulling, well, I do know why, because you're pulling them as you do it. But just do it like that, nice and even and neat, so it looks nice and lovely, and that's the final product. Okay. Sheet tray, parchment paper, no more than 3